The amount of creativity here is just pretty awesome. You know, I just have to say, I think it's wonderful, this tradition you have here at this church of dedicating one service to decorating your facility, your building. It's really fantastic. In most congregations, people have small groups of people who do all the decoration, and then their Christmas season is ruined because they had to do so much work and nobody else helped them. But here, everybody is helping each other, and it's great. The month of December is a month that is filled with religious holidays like none other. On December the 8th is a Buddhist holiday called the Bodhi Day. It's the holiday that celebrates the supposed moment when the Buddha decided to dedicate his entire energy and life at that moment to acquiring enlightenment. And from that experience, there came the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path and the full variety of the Buddhist tradition that we know today. On December the 12th, there is the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Now, this comes out of the Catholic tradition, and it's not so much a big deal here in the eastern parts of this country, but it is a very big deal in Southern California, in Arizona, and New Mexico, and among Mexican Americans. And this Catholic holiday has this special quality of almost being a day in which the Catholic faith honors the feminine side of the divine, because this particular festival is all about the supposed appearance of Mary, the mother of Jesus, to a humble worker in 1531, a long time ago. And it is now a cherished tradition and a very big deal. And it is a reminder and affirmation that Mary, the mother of God in the tradition of the Christians, is a loving, protective mother and is a unifying figure. And of course, from December the 12th through the 26th is Hanukkah. This is the eight-day Jewish festival of lights, which celebrates the Maccabean revolt in Israel. 8 candles are lit with a menorah in honor of this. It reminds the people of the book of their ancient ancestors' victory over their oppressors and the rededication of their most holy site. And the legend is that although they had only enough oil for one day to light the lamp, to consecrate the temple, the lamp burned miraculously for 8 days, and hence the origin of this tradition. December the 21st, the winter solstice, which is a pagan holiday that's not very broadly practiced by people in this country, but it's a very important tradition internationally. It is the day which is supposedly the shortest day of sunlight, and when the sun is at the lowest maximum elevation in the sky. And this tradition goes way back, many think, to the prehistory of humanity, and it honors our connection, our living connection with the natural world. And of course, on the 25th, there's Christmas, which we all know about, the story of God coming to earth and being incarnated in human life on earth and bringing light and love to life. And December 26th to January 1st, Kwanzaa, which is a fairly new tradition. And each of the 7 days of Kwanzaa is dedicated to one of the basic principles, the first of which is unity, which was mentioned earlier. The second one is the principle of self-determination. The third is collective work and responsibility. The fourth is cooperative economics. The fifth is purpose. The sixth is creativity. And the seventh is faith. These traditions have many differences. They cannot be coalesced into one thing that all say more or less the same thing. But there's some broad themes that are evident. They are all attempts by human beings over centuries to honor in a special time and place each year in what we call a holiday, and invites people to think about things they normally don't think about in their ordinary life. They are all about the aim to connect human beings to something beyond themselves, attempts to elevate human life, to see purpose and meaning, to see their individual and collective lives in a broader context. They are all attempts to lift humanity, elevate humanity, to see life in a sacred framework. They are all attempts to unite human beings. They are all attempts to bring order, meaning, purpose, a moral code, and a transcendence to society. We could sum it up by saying all of these traditions are the human attempt to draw our attention to the spiritual dimension of life. They are all attempts to provide us with a balance between being in sacred spaces in which we renew and nourish ourselves and secular spaces in which we live and work and deal with the daily cares of life. There is only one reason why these traditions were created and abide and persist and thrive over the years and over the centuries. They nourish us. They heal us. They give us hope, meaning, and direction. They give us perspective for the living of our lives. So as we enter this time of year, may we be acutely aware of the power of these traditions and the power of the hope they give us.